Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to another rendition of Hardin County High School basketball. It's been a while. Got a little rusty since we played last, back on January the 4th, since we broadcast anyway, and an unusual broadcast tonight on a Wednesday night. I don't recall the last time we did a game that was non-tournament on a Wednesday night.
I can't either, and I've had a lot of people ask when we were going to play again, number one, and I said, well, we're going to play on a Wednesday night, and you know what's unusual about that? It used to not be that unusual. Everybody went, well, it's church night. And I said, I know, but here we are. But I'll tell you this, though, we need to play. I don't know what day it's on or whatever. It's been Adamsville game is the last time the girls have been in action. Of course, the boys got one in down in Alabama.
Yeah.
But other than that,
now, Carroll Academy did come, and they did.
They did, but in not being disrespectful to them, that's really not a test. So to actually have a test, it's been a while.
Well, I can tell you, looking at the schedule over the next 12 to 14 days, they're going to get in a bunch of basketball.
They're going to get in a bunch of basketball. We're going to get into our district now. We'll go to Kossuth on Friday, and then next week,
we got
3 games next week. We get into our district play. And our district, especially on the girls' side, is going to be one that we're going to have to play really well in all those games with McNary, Lexington, and Chester County. They've been playing a lot. They've been playing more than we have, and so we'll have 2 weeks of that, and then lo and behold, you're in district tournament.
Be over before you know it.
Yes.
If it sounds like we're stalling, well, we are. Bolivar just now got here. They're walking across the gym floor now, and the girls' team will go in the locker room and come out ready to play. I don't know exactly when the game will begin. From this point, I don't even know what the rules are in regard to this. I think it's like a maximum 10-minute warm-up.
Yep.
But we'll just see how that goes. But we'll be here with them when it happens, so be sure to stay tuned here. We are streaming tonight, so when the game begins, you'll be able to pick us up on video as we once again get started back in round ball. I can't wait.
All right. Well,
we'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back when we can. Bolivar. I'm all starting off in the right way. Yeah. Bolivar Green Tigers are in town, and they've just come out of the locker room. They're starting to warm up. So they've got 9:46 time running here before the tip-off. As we'll get a late one tonight, but it'll be a good one, and be a good chance to get us back on track with the season.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. Of course, we went over there earlier in the year and played in the hot box, and it wasn't much of a game for our Lady Tigers, but Bolivar has won 5 out of their last 6. They defeated Adamsville, I think, last night, and then a couple of girls that they didn't have with them due to sickness or an injury wasn't there. A couple of their starters, one of them being their point guard, they're back. Those two, so things have kind of turned around for Coach Parsons. I do want to say real quick, though, if you're listening and want to watch it on the streaming, you can go to YouTube channel Slice93 or go on Twitch. It's Slice_93. Those 2 places that you can watch it live if you incline to do so. But we need a really good game. You know, the Adamsville game, we struggled a little bit with them. We beat them pretty bad over there, first game of the year. But coming off Christmas break, you know, it was kind of sluggish there for a while.
Well, you know, Haley Hardin was out that night, too, which was, I think, slowed us down, particularly our point production. Defensively, I thought we played a pretty good game, but we just didn't have that punch that we normally have on the offensive end of the floor. And her being absent, and I'm sure she's back tonight. I hadn't asked anyone, but I think she's ready to play. I don't know of anyone else who will not play tonight for the Lady Tigers. But
I think everybody's pretty healthy. I know they had a couple on the boys' side, one that was a contact deal and one with COVID, but they should be fine for tonight's game. The one thing I want to see is Haley Hallett continue to play well. She's had a really good season, senior season, and she's been a big plus. You know, losing Skylar, what we were going to do, how we were going to handle the inside part of the game, and she's stepped up in a big way.
Well, she's not a Skylar. You know, she's not a Skylar Gill, but you wouldn't want her to be. You want her to be herself, but she's been productive. She's getting stronger every time she plays. And as I look down tonight, as the girls were waiting in the archway there to come out to do the warm-ups, and that Bolivar hadn't even gotten here, it occurred to me it's quite a shame that these young ladies have worked so hard throughout their career, and they're having to deal with these obstacles at this particular point in time. It's just not fair.
Well, the scheduling has been a little bit different because we went into a new classification. We went into a new district. We only have 3 opponents besides ourselves, so the 4-team district. So the scheduling there was difficult, and then trying to find games have been difficult. We talked about this numerous times to Coach Carpenter and Coach Burnham on Sports Talk, and even up here when they come up, and it's been a hard thing to do. Of course, we lost one game to weather, which would have been the Loretta team. Everybody wanted, I believe we would have had a packed house that night because they're one of the best teams in the state of Tennessee.
That can't be helping the program at all. And I'm looking down on the floor, and I can't recall the last time, if ever, that I saw players warming up with masks on. And several of Bolivar's players have got masks on warming up. This is just a wet blanket on their careers, and I know that hopefully things are going to turn around and it'll get better, but it's just a shame.
Yeah, and like I said, we had some momentum, especially after that Red Bay game and going into Christmas tournaments where they played well. Faith Ann has started shooting the ball well. Also, Sarah Strickland has started shooting the ball well from outside. Haley Hardin was shooting the ball well. Then she got sick. She is out there tonight. And then, of course, Reese, we need to get her on track. She's going to get her 9 or 10. We really need her to be up around that 15 to 17. But the one thing she's going to do is play defense. She's our stopper. So, and then all the girls coming off the bench, they've all played well, and there hadn't been really a whole lot of difference in the score when they come in the game, when they leave the game. They've held those leads for, our starters. So a lot of good things were happening, and then we've had a couple of weeks off. So I'll be interested in seeing, how they approach this game and just getting back and hopefully get into some kind of rhythm and just playing.
Well, it's 12 after 6 now. We should be able to get underway in about 5 minutes. So we'll take another pause for a word from our sponsors here. Be sure to listen to the words, because these people are instrumental in bringing you these broadcasts, and certainly go by and thank them for us. Hardin County Bolivar coming your way in about 5 minutes. Stay with us here on K93. All right, it's about showtime here. Bakeda Welch, Bill Sharp, along with Steve Carnell, as we are ready for basketball action, raring and ready to go. It's been so long since we've seen a game, we've forgotten how it goes, but I'm sure we'll catch on as the night goes. The Bolivar Tigers have warmed up. The clock's running down. We will have the introduction to the starting lineups in a moment. So find yourself an easy chair. Try to relax. Don't get too relaxed if you're driving. But we do have video tonight, so get on YouTube and look us up, and it's just like being there.
Almost.
Almost. But
satellite trucks out back. Hopefully.
We will have some pregame festivities, and then we'll have the introduction to starting lineups. We'll be back after these messages. Chloe Griffin will be first off the bench, then Desiree Cross, then Azarika Dennis, Devash Bunch, and Jakira Turner are the 5 starters. Rob Parsons, the head coach, former Tiger, and now coach out there in TSSAA, and every night, but tonight we're going to wish him a lot of luck. Lady Tigers, wait as the lights go down, the spot comes up, and here they come. Sarah Strickland, a senior. Reese Harville, a junior. Faith Ann Shelby, who is a senior. And Haley Hardin, a junior. No. And Haley Hallett, a senior. Head coach Ron Burnham, assistant coaches Chase Young and Crystal Rich. And the lights come back up. Officials are in attendance. Been waiting patiently in the wings as we. I understand Bolivar's had trouble before this year with getting bus drivers. And we talked about, the shortage of laborers in the area and around the country, and it makes things just double tough, as if things are hard enough. Hallett, dressed in white, the rest of the Tigers are, with maroon trim, as you would expect. Bolivar in green with gold and white trim. It looks like Bunch will be jumping against Hallett. Hallett controls, and they get it to Harville. Harville's in the forecourt, sets up the offense, and Bolivar in a 2-3 zone. Right side, they go to Shelby. Lobbed in underneath. Hallett had it for a moment, then it's knocked out of bounds. Touched last by the Bolivar Tigers. Inbound to Shelby. Shelby back outside. Strickland for three from way out. Back rim won't go. Rebound. Hallett got the return. Good job. Haley Hallett breaks the ice tonight. Tigers go up 2-0. They work across the timeline. Pressure applied by the Tigers, and here's a steal as Strickland comes up with an errant pass and dribbles into trouble at midcourt. Has it stripped back, goes to the floor, and now there's a whistle and I think a foul called on Bolivar.
I think we turned it over. They called it on her.
Well, they called it on Strickland for.
She went to the ground
and
reached
out.
Yeah.
Picked up a foul for her efforts. Bolivar has it in the forecourt, just underway, first period. Tigers up, Lady Tigers that is, 2-0. Driving in, now Rich, here's a pass underneath to Zakira Turner. Turner gets the easy layup. She got in behind the defense, and we're tied at 2. So Strickland brings it across the timeline. Tigers work the perimeter a bit. Lob it inside, down to Harville on the right side of Hardin. Left side, rather, to Hardin. Back out to Strickland. Hardin back on the left. She's outside the three-point circle. Passes into Hallett. Hallett has it batted away. Struggle for the ball. Sideline. I thought somebody surely stepped on the line. But Bolivar ends up with the basketball. They're driving down to go up for the shot. And it's off no good. Struggle for the rebound, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. That was Griffin on the shot.
That's one thing Haley's got to do, that pass, that entry pass inside. She's got to go and get that thing, kind of box him out. She just let him get around her at that time.
No shooting as the Bolivar players take it on the inside. And now driving in the lane goes Bunch. She's met there by Hallett, and a whistle and a foul called. Hallett goes to the floor. No foul call. They're just going to call a held ball, I believe.
They called a walk on her.
Oh, okay. Well, I just did not see that signal. Inbound to Griffin. Griffin shots off, no good. Rebound, Hallett. Chloe Griffin got the bounce pass inside. Couldn't get the crip shot to go. Here's a three-pointer off of the left wing by Hardin. It's no good. Hallett's follow is too hard, and finally Turner comes up with the basketball. We're tied at 2, 5:55 left to go, first period. Driving in the paint goes Cross on the right side. A three-pointer by Griffin. It's no good. Rebound, Hallett. Hallett now to Strickland. Strickland's going to catch Hardin for the layup. Nice play. Nice feed by Strickland. She's going to get the assist, and the Tigers go up by a pair. 5:32 left to go, first. Long pass down on the deep corner on the right side, no good. Or a pass off and a pass underneath the shot's no good. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called.
That was a absolutely terrible call. He blew the whistle before Haley even blocked the shot. He anticipated the foul. You can't do that. My gosh.
That's one on Hallett.
Let it play through.
And to the line. Shooting. And I cannot see her number. Is Turner. She hit both of them. We're tied at 4. The Tigers come down the floor. Harville on the right side now. Pass off from Shelby. Shelby has it right side again now in the corner. Strickland drives the baseline, loses the dribble, and it's going to be tapped out of bounds. And they're saying touch last by Bolivar. We were confused and didn't have anyone down there to inbound it. Now Harville's there. She'll inbound to Strickland. Strickland giving a 3. Stops in the circle. Passes on the wing. Has it stolen away. Off to the races for an easy layup. Is that 13 or 33? Okay, that's Bunch. So she's got 2. There's another steal. And Bolivar's off to the races again. Tigers getting haphazard on passing.
Yeah, well, how many times?
Going in for the layup, and it's going to be up to Strickland, the fouler, to avoid an easy 2 there.
Well, that's her second, but I mean, how many times you got to throw it over there from top of the key
and have them take it away.
Have them take it away. I mean,
to the line goes Bunch, shooting 2. First shot's off, no good. It's 6-4 now. Tigers down by a pair. Second shot is up and good, so 7-4 now. Tigers needing a 3 here just to catch up. Across the timeline comes Churchill. Shalana Churchill in the game for the Lady Tigers. Strickland is set down with 2 fouls. Churchill drives in the paint, stops, in trouble, gets it back outside out of Hardin. Hardin left to right around the key on the right side now to Churchill. Back to Shelby. Out of Hallett at the free throw line. On the left side, and Hardin tries to force it underneath the Harville. Too high, too hard, out of bounds. Tigers not working, and Churchill now is favoring either a knee or an ankle.
Well, she's got a brace on that right knee, and I don't know if it's the knee or
I would have
ankle.
said ankle until I saw that brace, but she is not doing well. They're going to have to help her off the floor.
Now Strick's got to come back in. 4:11 to go here in the first period. 2 fouls on her. She's already back in the game. We haven't looked real sharp early, but it's early.
That's right. So Cross dribbles across the timeline, met there by Shelby. Down in the corner now. They get it to Dennis, who's on the left side. She'll back up to the center of the court and then drives the baseline, goes up for the shot, blocked by Hallett. Rebound, a loose ball picked up by Strickland. She has it stripped, taken away by McKinney. McKinney takes it in and scores. So the Tigers now down by 5, having their troubles. Hardin on the left wing, now on the offensive end to Strickland, right side, in to Harville. Harville breaks free, finds the basket. Nice shot, nice drive. Reese Harville coming through when you need it. Tigers trail by 3 though. 3:14 left to go here in the first. Here's a steal by Harville again. She's going to take it in for the Snowbird layup. She got it. All of a sudden, when you needed a punch, Reese Harville comes in with 4 straight points, and now it's a 9-8 Bolivar game with 3:05 left to go in the first. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Fell down by 5 there for a while. Now they've cut it back to 1, but Reese Harville just came out of the doldrums and knocked down 2 electrifying offensive and defensive plays that have got the Tigers back on the right wave here, we hope, as the Bolivar Tigers will take it out in the backcourt. Tigers drop back into a zone. Cross the timeline, drives, goes up, puts up a one-hander, banked it in. Nice shot. She got rid of the basketball just before she got into deep trouble in the lane. And it's 11-8. Hardin on the left side and out. As Shelby gets it underneath the Harville in the circle. But she has to kick it off on the left side, now back around the horn. Finally, to Shelby, who goes under to Hardin. Hardin passes it out, has it knocked down, but not under control by Hallett. Finally, a face-off on the left wing, over to Strickland. Strickland tries a 3. Bank shot won't go. Loose ball off to the races for the layup, and Zarika Dennis is going to be fouled as she goes up. It's going to be on Shelby. Shelby was the only one that had a chance to do anything about it, and the only way she could stop the easy 2 was to foul her. And to the line goes Dennis. First shot is off. No good.
This is a little bit different start to the game as it was over at Bolivar. I don't think they scored 12 points in the whole game.
They have some reinforcements here tonight that they didn't have.
Well, we're going to have to get back, too, on defense. We're not hustling back. They're getting some easy layups.
Shelby comes out. Ashton Davis checks in for the Lady Tigers. And there's a long pass. Harville tries to throw one to midcourt. It's going to be stolen away there by Turner. And now Bolivar will have another offensive go at it. With Desiree Cross dribbling around. Goes on the right side to Bunch. Bunch back to Cross. Now across the lane and driving. Jumper. It's off. No good by Dennis. Rebound fought for. Who's got it? Several players on the floor. And finally Bolivar picks it up. They find an open man underneath. Shot's no good. I think blocked by Hallett. Loose ball picked up. Finally controlled. And with it now is Gamble. As Bailey Gamble's in the game. They go down in the corner on the left side, and a three-pointer by Haley Hardin. She got it. Couldn't have come at a better time. The Tigers now still down by 2, but that three helped a lot. 1:07 left to go first. Bolivar with the basketball. Cross on the left side now. Dennis back over to Bunch. Bunch way outside, under a minute now. 2-3 zone for the Tigers. Here's a quick draw three-pointer from the right side by Griffin. It's off, no good. Touch last, out of bounds by Bolivar. Give it to Hardin County with 49.3 seconds left to go in the first period. They trail 13-11. Harville across the timeline. Left side now to Hardin. Now to Gamble. Right side to Harville. Harville drives in. Gets dashed in the head by Turner. No foul call, but loose ball's picked up by Bolivar. They're back the other direction now. Here's a three-pointer off the left side. That is nothing but cotton. As Ezarika Dennis took a prayer from the left wing, and it's now a 5-point Bolivar lead. Tigers cross the timeline to Hardin. Hardin picks up the dribble on the left side, goes outside to Gamble. Right across, now back up, back to Hardin. There's a whistle, and they say she stepped on the sideline. So with 6.6 seconds left, Bolivar will have the last shot of the first quarter, and they're already leading by 5. Driving with it, Dennis goes in for the shot, no good. Rebound taken down, and there won't be a chance for a shot at the end of the first quarter. Hardin County trails 16-11 after 1. Come back for number 2 and just after these words. Stay with us. (16-11) Bolivar at the end of 1, and Steve and I talked about it off the air. If we don't get on track, it could be a long bus ride home, and we're not even on the road.
Yeah, it'll be a long ride home. But, you know, the thing about it is we've kind of gone away from Haley. She's been a lot of our offense on the inside. I don't think we've gone inside once or twice. We're throwing it across court all the time.
Turner's got her kind of covered up under there. Bolivar will have it to start the second quarter. Shots up, no good. A rebound's going to be taken down by that Jakira Turner, and she scores.
Yeah, they're hitting everything right now, whatever they throw up.
So Hardin will have it on the offensive end. Now Gamble goes over to Hallett. Hallett gets tied up at the free throw line, and it's only a matter of luck that the Tigers are going to retain the basketball because the held ball alternation is arrow pointing in our direction.
Well, she brought the ball down to her waist, and they double-teamed her and trapped her. And
it's inbound to Harville. Harville is running backwards and put up a three that's no good. Rebound taken down by Hardin. Hardin tries to get it out. Can't get it out. Stolen away. As Cross goes down and puts up the shot. Let's see. That's going to be Bunch with the basket. And it's 20-11. Tigers down by 9. Gamble on the right side now to Harville. Under to Hallett. Hallett on the free throw line. Back out to Harville. Long cross-court pass. Back to Hallett on the baseline. Stops, turns, fires, scores. From the left side, about 5 feet away. Haley Hallett has 4 tonight. And we've got to go to her a lot more.
Yeah, her defender, she's tall, but she can't jump. So, Haley can.
And in the lane goes Cross on the other end. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Hallett. Hallett out to Harville. Harville goes to Hardin in the corner for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Desiree Cross. Cross outlet pass to Turner. Turner goes up for the shot. Hallett over Hallett's block and hit it. I didn't think she had a prayer getting that shot off, but it just got over her reach, and it's 22-13 now. So now they get it inside to Davis. Ashton Davis gets a layup, and the Tigers squeak it in there as Gamble found Davis underneath there, and she will score, cutting the lead to 7 now.
Well, they're really overplaying us on defense. I don't know if they can hold up, for the rest of the game. But
Cross drives in the lane, puts up a shot, blocked by Hallett. Harville snatches away the rebound, and it will be dribbling down the floor. Goes on the right side now. And now Ashton Davis gets a shot from the free throw line. It's off, no good. And Bolivar with the rebound, and back on the other end. Now there's a three-pointer off the right side. That's no good by Griffin. Picked up in the corner now by Harville. Harville over to Gamble. Now Harville back with it into the forecourt. To Hardin left side, 5:13 left to go in the second, 22-15. Tigers down by 7. Gamble has it down in the corner now. Back now as shot is by Ashton. It's off, no good. As Davis misses the 14-footer, rebound's taken down. Bolivar brings it down the floor, and they will lose it out of bounds.
I was just watching right then on defense. What they're doing to Haley is they're just bracketing her, one in front, one behind, and they do not want her to touch the basketball. That's what they're going to go with, so we got to find some offense somewhere else.
So Bailey Gamble will bring it down for the Lady Tigers. Goes to Shelby. He's been really quiet this game. And now a shot by Harville off the left wing for 3. No good, saved in by Shelby. Now to Gamble. Gamble for 3. No. Rebound Bolivar. Coming up with its Bunch. Now Shelby will pick up Bunch in the forecourt. In the lane is a jumper up, swatted away by Hallett. Hallett, the loose ball is down the floor, and with it was Gamble for a moment. She went to her knees, picked it back up. Now on the right side they go to Harville. Harville drives underneath with a reverse layup, missed it. Rebound taken down by Bunch. So a lot of action going on, not much scoring. 22-15 now. Tigers down by 7, 3:57 left to go in the half. With it is Dennis. She is going to back away and then drive in the paint, go up for a shot. Hallett is going to go up for the block and will pick up a foul for the effort. That's going to be the first on Hallett.
That's her second.
Yeah. I'm missing one here.
Well, she had the one he anticipated. I didn't see that one.
I still should have it on here. No, it's not picking it up. Anyway, to the line goes Bunch, and first shot is up and good. Substitutions coming in for the Lady Tigers.
Dennis with the second free throw, 23-15 Bolivar, 3:45 left in the first half. Free throw, good.
Second shot's up and good as well. Bunch has now has 4 points. Make that 7 points. Now the Tigers bring it down. There's a shot off the right wing that is off, no good. Rebound picked up by Callahan, or rather Atkins. And then a loose ball foul. This is what it's going to be on. It's going to be on Griffin. And I'm showing that as her first. To the line goes Hallett, who will be shooting 2. Have to be, because there's not enough fouls for a 1-and-1. First shot's up and good. Got them both. It's now a 7-point game. Been that way for quite a while here in the second period. 3:30 left to go in the half. Hardin County needing to find an answer to their offensive woes. As Bunch will dribble into the paint, picked up there by Hallett. Goes over in the corner to Griffin, outside now, to Cross. Cross drives the lane, or drives down to the baseline, throws up a 6-footer, got it. They are hitting some wild shots.
Yeah, that's when things are going bad, when everything goes in for the other team.
We're going to throw it away again. Pass inside from Shelby to Atkins is going to be stolen away, and Bolivar's back on the offensive end now, leading by 9. Driving down into the paint goes Bunch, tries to get it to Turner. Off her feet, Tigers pick it up, out and underneath to Atkins. Atkins missed the layup. Rebound taken down by Cross. And so with 2:30 left to go in the half, the Tigers are down by 9. And Bunch will dribble across the timeline for Bolivar, picked up there by Hallett. Off now to Griffin. Griffin cross the lane at the free throw line, dishes it outside now to Dennis. Pass underneath the Turner. Turner's layup won't go. Rebound Atkins. Atkins dribbling. Gets it off now to Strickland, who's back in the game. Now Atkins dishes off, and here comes Strickland at the head of the key. And I don't know what happened there, but we just threw it away. It looked like Faith Ann passed across, and I think she intended it for
Emma.
Emma, and they just miscued and threw it in the student section.
She thought Emma was going to zig, and she zagged and threw it the other way. But, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, this is not
normal.
The normal Lady Tiger functioning. 1:33 left to go. Bolivar working the perimeter. They lead 26-17. Here's a pass in the, or rather a drive in the lane that whistle and a foul from the backside.
He called that foul 25 feet away from
but he called it on Strickland. That's 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He couldn't have seen that.
Well, she is scuttled off to the bench.
Yeah.
And the shot is off, no good by Bunch. And 26-17 remains the score. 1:13 left to go. Tigers work the perimeter with Gamble on a shot off, no good. And Harville gets the rebound, goes up for the follow, and it's going to be fouled on the second attempt.
Really won't matter. It'll be their first no matter what.
And foul is going to be on Bunch, I think.
It was on Turner. He said 22. I think he meant 52, or he meant 50. He meant 22. He just couldn't tell.
Harville goes to the free throw line. The first shot is off, no good.
Harville misses the first one.
1:05 left in the half.
Free throw up, good.
And Reese comes through with the second free throw.
5 left. We'll see if by
But it's an 8-point game right now, and certainly a turnaround from the last time these two teams met. And I got a feeling the Lady Tigers might have taken them a bit for granted.
51 seconds left.
50 seconds left, and Bunch is going to dribble at the Tiger head at center court, letting some of that clock run down, not in any particular hurry whatsoever. Bolivar players scattered all over the floor. Coming out and working on her is Gamble. Gamble and Shelby force her into the corner. Now they go to Turner in the corner. She tries a long three. It's no good. Rebound Hallett. Hallett over to Harville. Harville gets mixed up at midcourt. Throws it away. It's going to be stolen. Shot up. No good by Cross. Rebound is going to be picked up by Hardin. Haley Hardin saves the day and picks it up with 7 seconds. Here's a pass underneath the Hallett. Going to be stolen away by Turner. And that'll be the last shot of the half, and it's off by 15 feet. 26-18, halftime score. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness is right. They've doubled their output from the entire game the first time we played them, and I dare say that surely those two girls didn't make that big of a difference, but we've turned it over and turned it over and turned it over. We've thrown it to them, just blatantly just thrown it right at them a couple of times. We misfired on some passes, and they've taken away Haley, and they've done a good job with what they want to do defensively. They really overplayed us, forced us into some mistakes. We look, I don't know how to put it, kind of just lackadaisical. And, like I said, we ain't played in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's not so much the physical aspect, it's the mental aspect. We're making passes that just don't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, we're throwing it across court. We're throwing it across over. I don't know how many times we threw it from one side of the floor to the other side of the floor.
Which is what you don't do in half-court basketball.
They've got speed, and they've come to play. We didn't, and we better get it in gear. I know Coach Burnham, I don't know that I won't be in that locker room right now. He'll get them jacked up and see, who wants to play. But I was watching Churchill, and as she's leaving, she got hurt. She's really been a big part of our offense and defense coming in off the floor, and it looks like they got her right knee iced down, and she had a brace on it anyway.
She's in a world of smarts right now.
Yeah.
And we want to wish her the best on that, and hopefully she'll be able to return very quickly.
Yep.
Halftime score, Hardin County Trails Bolivar 26-18. We need a word for our sponsors here, so stay with us here on K93, your #1 sports station in West Tennessee. All right, it's halftime of the first game of the night here from McCaleb Welch. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell enjoying bringing you Hardin County High School athletics whenever it happens. Right here on 93.5 FM on your dial. 26-18, Bolivar up and seemingly from the style of play kind of in the driver's seat at this point.
Well, I was just talking to their radio broadcaster over here, and he looked at me, he said, we scored 12 in the whole game last time. I said, I know. I said, we're playing like y'all scored 12, and we knew y'all did, but like I said, they had a couple of people hurt. They've won 5 out of their last 6. They won last night over at Adamsville, and they've got more games under their belt, too, than we have so far. I mean, we've only played, 9, 10 games? And we came out 12 games.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams already got 20-plus in their arsenal. So, I don't know. I was shocked. I was listening to, he said they only played 6 players in that first half. We really didn't run them that much. They really didn't do anything fantastic. They just overplayed us defensively. Whoever had the ball, they just collapsed on them. But Bill, we made so many mistakes that we don't normally make. We're usually pretty good with the basketball. We don't turn it over that much. And we just kind of fell in that trap. Now, the thing is, once you get into a trap like that, and like you said, during the broadcast, they're making everything, and they've got the momentum. They're throwing up shots that typically you wouldn't think would go in.
Don't have a chance, but they go in.
We've got a lot of one-and-done shots offensively. We're not getting offensive boards. They're outplaying us on that end too, but we got another half to go, and we'll see.
Well, when you have seasoned players making rookie mistakes. You know that there's something going on mentally that has them in that framework. Hopefully, Coach Burnham's able to come out of that locker room with a lot of that taken care of in terms of motivation and clarifying what he thinks the problem is. And a lot of times that's going to be the right way to go.
Yeah, and what's happening, too, is Bolivar's daring us to shoot outside. So they can collapse inside, take Haley away. They're committing 2 defenders to her every offensive trip down. So how do you bring them out of that? Well, we need our girls from outside start popping a few threes, and then they'll have to come out and respect that.
Well, I was going to say, you haven't heard anything from Faith Ann Shelby tonight.
No.
It's been very, very quiet. And of course, we mentioned, except for those 2 runaway baskets that Harville had, she's been kind of quiet too. So this kind of leadership's going to have to reappear tonight, or the Tigers can be in trouble.
Yeah, but we got a senior team, and we've got some girls out there that are in those rows, those major rows, that's played a lot of basketball. They're smart. Their basketball IQ is pretty high. It's just that it's just one of those games where you weren't expecting them to get after you like they did. Of course, they were late too getting here, and all the signs pointed to another blowout. But they found a spark. They made some baskets, and here we are. 8 down.
Maybe our mistake was letting them in the door.
Yeah, we should never let them in. Tell them they didn't have a pass. They couldn't get in.
Well, enough said. 26-18. We got 16 more minutes of regulation basketball to get this back right, so we'll certainly look forward to it. We're going to take a pause here for another word from our sponsors. We'll come back with the second half right here from McCaleb Welch. Stay with us on K93. All right, another half to go here as the Hardin County Tigers and the Bolivar Tigers are playing it out here at McCabe Welch Gymnasium in the heart of downtown Savannah, Tennessee. I might say beautiful downtown Savannah, Tennessee.
Downtown
Wonderful holiday decorations this year.
You went down there?
I did several times, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, they do a great job with that. Then we had that snow, a couple of nights, and that looked really
under the lights. It's beautiful.
It kind of looked like that movie. What was it? A Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, it's a Wonderful Life.
All right, Oliver.
Pottersville.
Right now, we're playing like Pottersville. Yeah. Bolivar has it to begin the third period. Turner has it on the right side. Ball over her head, looking inside, and gets it over to Bunch. Out across. Cross tries to penetrate the lane. Stolen away there by Harville. Picked up by Hallett. Hallett over to Strickland, and the Tigers on the attack. That's a start. Now to Shelby on the right side. Into Harville in the lane. Hooks a pass in the corner to Strickland on the left side. Got the three. So Sarah Strickland gets on the board for the first time tonight with a three-pointer, and that cut the lead to 5. It's amazing the difference that a three-pointer can make. Cross has it on the right side for Bolivar on the other end. They'll pass inside, stolen away by Harville. Harville reaches through Turner, gets the turnover, and here come the Tigers. Strickland goes in the corner to Hardin. Hardin stops, shoots, misses about a 6-footer. Couldn't get the rebound. Bunch with Dennis with it. Across the timeline, down the cross in the corner for 3. That's Griffin, and Chloe Griffin got that 3 back with a chest shot from the right side. Tigers back on the attack. Right side. Now it's going to be fake fan for 3. That's what I'm talking about right there.
You keep that up, we're going to have to pull those defenders away from Haley. That's
absolutely
what I'm talking about.
So it's a 5-point game again. 3-pointer off the left wing, no good. Ball goes out of bounds in the corner, and I thought for a minute they might have gotten it back into the hands of Strickland, but she apparently stepped on the sideline in the corner, and it'll be Tiger basketball with just over 6 minutes left to go in the third. Tigers down by 5. Want to cut it right here on the left side of Hardin. Out now to Shelby. Shelby for 3, dead away, won't go. Rebound, Hallett goes up for it, goes down, and now they're going to call a foul on the floor.
Okay, so it's on us, because otherwise it wouldn't matter if it was on the floor. It was on them. And now the referee trying to decide, who am I giving this foul to? He calls it on Dennis. Her first team foul number 1 of the second.
Foul was on
Harville.
Dennis, I think. Inbound pass goes to Hallett. Here's a jumper off the right side for 3. No good by Strickland. Harville goes up for the rebound and will be fouled in the process. And she will be going to the line to shoot 2. And that's going to be on Turner. That's her first, amazingly. With Reese Harville to go to the line to shoot 2. First shot is good. Now we're down to 4.
What's the deal, man? He said she wasn't shooting. She was going to go back eventually.
Couple of two-handed dribbles. Pushed up a shot. A little short. Rebound is going to be Bunch. Bunch is going to be held up there, and a held ball is going to be called, and that will be to the Tigers' advantage. They'll take it out on the baseline, inbound to Strickland on the left side. She'll drive out and get it to Hardin way outside at the Tiger head. On the right side, they go now to Strickland. Strickland tries to angle pass it on a bounce to Hallett, has it stolen away. Cross comes out with it. Now to Bunch, who is working one-on-one against Hallett. Finally crosses the lane right to left, dishes it off, floating jumper up, no good by Jones. No, that's Bunch, and there's a whistle and a foul call. It's going to be on Bunch. And that's her third.
5:17 left in the third.
Tigers take it out in the backcourt right next to the Hardin County High School cheerleaders.
Strickland will jog it across the time.
And we'll dribble across with 5:11 left to go in the third. Down by 4.
Shelby up top to Hardin.
They go to Hardin on the left side to Hallett. Hallett tries to force it under to Harville. Stolen away by Bunch. She's off to the races. Drives in, puts the shot up. No good. Strickland with the rebound. Strickland double teamed in the corner. Passes off. And it's going to get away and picked up there by Dennis. Dennis tries to lob it underneath the Turner. Turner backs into Hallett. Tries the layup. Won't go. Rebound. Hallett comes down with it. Now the whistle. Yeah, it's going to be a held ball or a foul.
It's going to be a foul. But I'm glad Haley's working hard because we had a couple of girls just sitting there watching the entertainment, watching her fight. Get a little help.
Now that's her second. The Tigers have the basketball out. 29-25. Now to Strickland. So that foul must have been on Turner, not on Hallett.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Shelby has it on the right side. Now the Tigers work it on the offensive end. 4:20 left to go here in the third. Strickland giving the 15-footer. Missed it. Rebound. Hallett. Her follow won't go. Should have been a foul call right there, and now there is. But it was only about 5 seconds after the foul that I saw.
Well, he's either early or late when he calls them. But she was battling under there and finally got hacked.
And Hallett goes to the line and shoot 2. First one's off, no good. I think that foul was on Bunch, but I don't see it showing on the scoreboard. They don't put those fingers up for me to read. But Hallett will hit the second shot. And it's a 3-point game, so we've got that comeback that we were looking for. We just got to extend it. We're halfway through the third period. So far, we've outscored Bolivar 8-3. Now Bunch working against Hallett. Drives in the lane, throws it down in on the low post, and a driving shot by Bunch is up good right over Hallett's block. I mean, she was up there to block it. It was just for the second time tonight, just for inches away. Here's a 3-pointer by Strickland. It's off no good. Rebound Bolivar. And across the timeline comes Dennis with it to Cross. Cross on the left side now, and a Bunch. Bunch is going to back out to the half-court stripe. Pick up a George. Yeah, picked up a screen, and she ran through the screen and ended up with the foul. So Bunch has got 3 now. So here come the Tigers with 3:10 remaining in the third, down by 5. Go to Shelby on the right side. Now to Hardin, the left side, in to Hallett in the lane. She drives down, brings it down too low. There's a held ball. Happens every time.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of things that she hasn't done in the past. A lot of times, with her height, she should never bring it down below her waist when she's in traffic like that. So
the possession error pointing in Bolivar's direction, so they will have it in the backcourt. Just under 3 minutes left to go, third period, 31-26. Bolivar on top. Just for the moment, though. Griffin driving in, put the shot up, blocked by Hallett, but now they're going to call a push on Hallett. That is unbelievable. That was.
He's saying he got it. Was it Shelby or Hallett?
Hallett, I'm thinking, yeah.
Well, they got it on Hallett. That call says she got her with a body, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I may have gotten her with a leg, but she didn't get her with a body. But I'm not here to argue with the officials. Griffin goes to the line to shoot 2. First shot's up. It's good. That's Cross, rather not Griffin. They look a lot alike. First one's good. She'll go for the second one here. Now it's a 7-point lead. She hit them both. Cross with 6 points now. Harville across the timeline, picks up the dribble, goes right side to Strickland. Strickland on the right wing. Goes now to Gamble. Gamble out to Shelby. Back to Gamble. Atkins in the game for the Lady Tigers. On the left side, Shelby has it. Gamble now they go to Callahan in the lane, and she has it tipped away, and Bolivar goes on the attack, and here comes Harville out of nowhere, forcing the steal, retrieving the basketball and getting it into the forecourt, and Bailey Gamble was going down the right side of the lane and traveled with the basketball. As the defense came up on her and she stutter stepped, and it didn't look like to the right to the official, so give it to Bolivar. Cross. Now the bunch on the left side now to Dennis. Dennis works on Strickland, goes in the lane. Strickland can't do much because she's got the fouls. Now there's a shot up and good by Turner. She's got 8 now. And the Tigers trail by 9 again. Strickland across the timeline. Gamble on the left side, down in the corner to Harville. In the deep corner, she'll dribble all the way back outside. 1:20 left to go third. 35-26 Bolivar. Strickland passes underneath to Harville. Harville scores. Nice shot, nice pass, nice score. I think we need a lot more of that.
Yeah, that's a mistake by Bolivar.
1 minute left to go in the quarter. Third, that is. Bolivar working outside. Bunch tries the right side as Griffin has it. Now on the left side, a long three's off, no good. A whistle and a foul call is going to be on Bunch pushing off.
That's going to be on us.
Nope.
Oh, my gosh. That's going to be on Faith Ann. They were down there just trying to get position. I mean, you know, every play is not a foul.
In comes Hardin. Out goes Gamble. Here's a long three-pointer off the right side. Off, no good. Rebound taken down by Strickland. Strickland double teamed. Gets it over to Harville into the Tiger end of the floor. She'll drive in, scoop it over to Callahan. Her shot's off. A foul call. A huge collision right underneath is Harville, and Bunch hit the floor hard.
Well, the thing is, a guy down there on the out-of-bounds line underneath the basket where the foul occurred, he just let it go.
Now there's timeout on the floor, timeout Bolivar. 26.5 seconds left to go here in the third period. Hardin County trailing 35-28. We'll be back in 30 seconds. In the third, Tigers down by 7, but Reese Harville on the line, and she will be shooting, I think, 1-1. Because it is a 17th foul. First shot is in and out, no good. Must have been 1-1. Turner with the rebound. Tigers go into full court pressure, and I'll get it to Bunch. Who goes down and puts up a shot. 360 came out, and it's picked up there by Hardin. Or rather, Callahan. Clara Callahan with the rebound. Gets it out now to Strickland. Strickland inside the three-point circle. Puts up the 20-footer, and that'll be the last period. Hardin County goes into the fourth quarter down by 7 and work to do. But they're up to it, and we'll be back after this 1-minute pause to see them do it. All right. As January's creeping along here this month, we've had our second snow to speak of. I only had about a third of an inch at my house.
I didn't have much at my house either, but boy, you went south.
Oh, I heard it's unusual
Yeah.
for them to get covered up like they did. But the Tigers have it to start the fourth period, and it is underway with Strickland. Sarah Strickland working outside. Now to Hardin, over to Shelby. Shelby for three. Off the back rim, rebound, long rebound out on the right wing. Picked up by Cross. Cross is dribbling up the floor. She's double teamed. Will she be able to get, she'll beat the 10-second. As now there's a shot off the right side, up and good for three by Griffin. And now Tigers bring it down as Shelby tries to drive it down on the low post. Shots up no good. Rebound all the way outside the three-point circle. Picked up by Strickland. Now with it is Hallett. Goes down low to Harville. Harville drives in. Tries to force up a layup, and she's going to be fouled in the act. So Birds is a bunch, I think, is going to get her fourth foul.
38-28 Bolivar, 7:06 left.
Harville will go to the line to shoot two. First shot is good.
38-29, 7:06 left.
Reese Harville with 9 points down. Make it 10 with this one.
Great throw. That's air ball.
And missed it.
Touch nothing, so you touch the net.
As Bolivar will be taking it out on the baseline. That tells you
And they'll show press.
the miss.
See how we handle this.
Here's a steal by Harville on the inbound. Stolen back by Bunch. Bunch dribbles toward the circle and then sort of
6:53 left.
fades off to the left, gets it over now to Cross. Cross slowly dribbling back into the right quadrant of the court.
You don't make Hallett come together, I think.
Now to Bunch. Bunch drives in the lane, tries to put up a running layup. A whistle and a foul is going to be called.
See who else it could have been.
You call it on Strickland.
Is that on
That's her
Strickland?
fourth.
So,
She's
not good news for Sarah.
Sarah's got 4, Halleck with 3. Also, Faith Ann has 3. So a little bit of foul trouble.
Bunch, first shot's good. She'll get another one.
And we've got a whistle. Somebody sinned. The official,
Wait a minute.
I don't know what,
How do you get one shot? She didn't score.
didn't see it.
I don't know. I don't know exactly what he called unless it was.
Hallett,
It's 39-29. The Tigers have the ball back. They just took the ball away from him. I didn't think you could get just one shot if you missed it. If you hit it. Strickland on the right side. Left to Harville. Now to Shelby on the right side. Shelby. Strickland on underneath, and the bounce pass under to Hallett. Hallett banks it home. That's the kind of shot you got to get Hallett more often. 6 minutes to do it. Turner goes down to Bunch, down in the corner now to Griffin. Griffin cross court to Bunch, or rather Turner. Now Bunch goes one-on-one against Hallett. Stops in the lane. To Dennis. Dennis stops. 8-foot jumper, running, got it. That is,
They've had an answer for every comeback or attempt that we've had.
so Harville on the other end. Goes to Shelby. Couple of dribbles down to Hardin. Hardin, right side, Strickland. Strickland down to Shelby in the corner, right side. Back outside to Harville, who's come out. Now to Shelby for the long three. Yes.
No.
Oh, no. Missed that one.
Yep. Went under.
I thought I saw the net ripple. She missed it a little bit short. But Bolivar gets the rebound, and that's even worse. They're back down the floor. Bunch with it. Bunch drives down and goes up for a shot, a whistle, and a foul call.
That's a touch foul. I mean, I've never in my life seen so many just little touch fouls, both sides. I mean, God.
That's 4 on Hallett.
Yeah.
41-31 Bolivar. They bounce into Nevaeh on the block.
Inbounds. Bolivar puts up a shot. No good. Rebound. Hallett. Hallett and Turner fighting over it. Looked like Turner was doing a little bit of fouling herself.
She's got 4 too.
So the Tigers get it over to Strickland. Strickland down to Hardin. Hardin's three's no good. Rebound Bunch. Bunch across the timeline. 4:44 left to go. They're up by 10. Hallett comes out. Comes out down to Turner. Turner goes in for the layup. Missed it. Rebound Bunch. Bunch follows good. Hey, that's Bunch girl. She played the last time we played, but she's pretty good. She's got 13. Pass underneath the Hallett. Hallett takes a 3-foot jumper, and characteristically for tonight, it just will not go. Rebound taken down by Bolivar, and across the timeline they come with Cross over to Bunch. Bunch loses the handle, pressured there by Hallett. Goes into the lane, dishes off on the left side about midway down the post to Turner. Back outside, and Bolivar will back up and try again. They lead by 12. In no hurry. Dennis on the drive, goes one-on-one against Strickland, who can't do a whole lot, and scores. And the Tigers get it across the timeline with a whistle, and a timeout has been called by Hardin County. 3:46, down 45-31. If there ever was crunch time, it's right now. So we'll be back in 1 minute. So Harvard will inbound for Hardin County following the timeout. Coaching staff working fervently on the sideline, try to make the adjustments necessary with 3:42 left to go in the game. It's going to have to come very quickly now that they're down by 14. Yeah, Shelby to Strickland. Harville pumps it off to Hardin for 3. No good. Rebound Shelby. She puts up the follow. Got it to go. Good deal. So Faith Ann gets her 5th point. And Bolivar goes to Dennis. Dennis puts up a 12-foot jumper. No good. Rebound Harville. Harville dribbles out. Goes to Faith Ann on the right side. Faith Ann tries the 3. It's off the back rim. No good. Rebound Harville fights with it with Griffin. On the side court, jump ball is the call. It'll be Bolivar ball. 3 minutes left to go in this game. Tigers down by 12. They need some D right here. I'm surprised we haven't pressed them. Dennis has it on the left side underneath the Turner. Turner's bank shot no good. Rebound taken down by Hallett to Strickland. Strickland across the timeline to Harville, who catching up. Now to Hardin, partially blocked shot. But Hallett gets the rebound and sticks it up and in. So that's progress. It's a 10-point game now. 45-35. There's timeout on the floor. Timeout Hardin County. 2:37 remaining. We're going to take a 1-minute pause, and we'll be right back. Cross, long cross court pass to Dennis on the left side. Under 2:20 now. Dennis double team, gets it over now to Bunch. Now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Bolivar with 2:18 rather, left to go here in the fourth period. We'll take a 1 minute pause and we'll be right back. Bolivar inbounds it following the timeout. 2 minutes left to go as they work the stall here. Dennis splits a double team, gets through, stumbles a bit, but no foul call. They go to Cross on the right side. Cross in the corner now to Griffin. Griffin back outside. Not a Bunch. Bunch in the lane. Goes underneath the Cross. Cross bumps it right back outside. Here's a three-pointer off, no good. Rebound, Cross. Tigers needed that rebound desperately. Now there's a rush foul there by Harville as she comes out and puts her hand on Desiree Cross just to stop the clock with 1:34. And
well, that's
it's not the 1-and-1.
You said they needed it desperately, but you sit there and look at, we got 4 girls around just standing there, and one Bolivar girl goes and gets the basketball while we watch it.
And as we inbound it, turns, flips it underneath the Griffin. Griffin gets an easy layup.
Yeah.
That's right now, folks. 47-35, 12 points to game. The lead as Strickland gets it through from the right side, not to be. Rebound, Hallett. Hallett's going to be fouled from behind.
They're going to get 33 on that one.
No. That's going to be on Bunch. And that's her third, I think. Hallett's on the line. First shot's off, no good. Beginning to think it wasn't meant to be. And the second shot finds the iron and the glass, but falls. 117. Griffin underneath. She tries to fire one underneath to Dennis, and it's through her hands out of bounds. 47-36. Tigers will inbound it with 1:13 remaining. Well, to Strickland. Almost had it stolen by Cross. Now there's Shelby from the corner for 3. It's off, no good. Whistle and a foul called on. That's going to be on Hardin underneath. But still not in the 1-and-1. Now they will be from here on out. Here comes Gamble in. Out comes Strickland with 1:03. If you're going to foul, I guess you don't want your senior players out there fouling out. So 1:02 as they try to work it up the floor. Hardin almost gets to steal it midcourt, but it's a whistle and a foul call on Shelby. And now it will be Cross on the line. Out comes Gamble. Back in comes Strickland, I think. Yeah. Into the line goes Desiree Cross, and she'll be shooting one as she had a 1-and-1 and she missed it. Rebound taken down by Hallett. Now to Harville. Harville for 3 from way outside. In and out, no good. Bolivar with the rebound. 48 seconds. They call. Like it was called traveling with the two girls walking with the basketball. For Bolivar, Tigers take it out baseline. Harville now to Strickland for three. Can't buy one. Shelby gets the rebound though. Hardin underneath Hallett. Hallett goes up for two and gets it. She's got 14 now. And Cross fouling her. We double team, fouling her from two sides.
He's just sitting there watching it. Oh my God! And knowing that we want to foul, that's the thing.
You just don't know.
That's you got that right.
They
just don't know.
So that's 5 on Faith Ann. She's
Yeah, you had two girls with 4 fouls, and they were both trying, but you know.
Yeah. To the line goes Cross, and with 30 seconds left, it's just a matter of numbers now.
Yeah, well.
Shots off, no good. Strickland lobs underneath the Hallett. That's what should have been doing all night. Hallett gets an easy bucket under there. Now there's timeout with 21.7 seconds left. Timeout on the floor as the Tigers down by 7 now. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. Twenty-one 21.7 that is seconds left in the game. Tigers down by 7. Bolivar with the basketball. Let's see if there's a miracle in the bag somewhere. Bunch looking to get it in, gets it in to Griffin. Griffin's going to be fouled immediately. 19.4 seconds left. Griffin will go to the line, and she will be shooting 1-and-1. And I think the foul is going to be on Gamble. But more importantly, on the line, shooting 1-and-1 is Chloe Griffin. First shot's good.
I don't remember her last time. She shot the ball really well, too, from outside. And I don't remember 3 last time, too, the point guard, and that's the one that – look at that. I mean, we got 4 down here, and she tips it out of bounds, almost got the rebound.
No other Bolivar players under the basket, and she got the rebound. Here, pass under to Hallett. Hallett banks it from the right side. Got it. 48-42 now.
That's it.
And the Tigers will get a foul at 5.3 seconds left on the clock. And Strickland uses up foul number 5 to do it. So she's done for the night. And from the way it looked in the first half, it's a miracle she made it this long.
Yeah, she got 2 quick ones early and kind of set the tone for the game. I mean, immediately we probably hadn't played 2, maybe 3 minutes in the first quarter.
Bunch is shooting 2 as they're in the double bonus. First shot is off. No good. If we can get 2 3-pointers in 5 seconds, we're too late. She hit the second one. So 49-42. Stop and jumping is Hardin. This off the back rim, and the game comes to an end. 49-42. The final score is Hardin County, after a long layoff, not getting to play very often at all, it's going to fall to the Bolivar Green Tigers tonight. And it's a teachable moment. It's a coachable moment. It's something that we're going to have to deal with. It's not a district game, which makes it, something that you can swallow a little easier. But You got to be able to come to play every night, regardless of emotion and others, and layoffs and rust and things that we obviously showed on the floor tonight. This will be the start back to that. I'm hoping.
Rust is a perfect word, because we've talked about we hadn't played, and it looked like it tonight. We hadn't played. We just hadn't had the teams on our schedule. We've had one game here and layoff of 7-8 days, and then another game, and then you have sickness or weather that loses games, and this is a result of something like that, because you can't get any momentum or any rhythm. But in saying that, this is a veteran team. They should never come out, and I don't care how many games you haven't played, you should never come out and give that kind of effort, especially at home. And then you're getting ready to go into your district play, so you need all the momentum you can get. I mean, you can always give effort. That's one thing you can't do. You can't shoot it well every night. Some nights you have off nights. We had an off night offensively. Bolivar had a lot to do with that, but we didn't help ourselves any. We had a lot of mental mistakes, a lot of turnovers, a lot of unforced errors, and that's the thing I would imagine that Coach Burnham is going to be more disappointed with in this game than the shooting. We got shooters. They'll come back and they'll make that right. But the effort part and the mental mistakes, that's on the players, and they have to get better at that, especially as we move forward.
I have to tell you, and as I gathered things during the game, this was a vastly improved Bolivar basketball.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, they did some things tonight that I didn't think they would have been capable of back before Christmas. So the players that were out must have really, either mentally damaged the rest of the team or whatever. But they played together, they worked together. I never saw them quit. It's a different team altogether.
Well, they've been playing too. They played last night. Yeah. They played last week. They've won 5 of 6. They scored 12 points in a game the first time we played them. 12. I know those 3 girls or 2 girls they may be really talented, but I don't know that they're 50 points better. But tonight they were.
No question. So hats off to them too, and they deserve a little credit for it. And their defense was a problem, even though they finally gave in to Hallett, who ended up scoring 18 points in the game.
It was a quad 18.
It really was, but she got 11 of those in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they did a good job of her. That what they wanted to do. They wanted to take her away, maybe get her in foul trouble, and they did all of that. They doubled her all night long, made it hard on her. They made her guard a faster player.
Yeah.
They did a lot of switching, and we just didn't have an answer for it. Now, the one thing I didn't understand is once 52 Turner got into foul trouble, she didn't want any part of that. Haley started scoring. We might have just gone in there a little bit more. But like I told you earlier, the only way you can make them change is you start hitting 3-pointers from outside. You start hitting your threes. Yeah, they've got to guard
they packed it in all night, and it showed with Hallett.
And we didn't press like we normally do either.
I was wondering when the press was going to come out, and I didn't see it.
That's one of the staples of Coach Burnham's teams.
One of the things I was about to bring up, we're about to get into a heavy, for this season, the heaviest part of the season. We got Kossuth on Friday, and then on Tuesday we go to Lexington. Well, Lexington comes here, and then Chester County, McNary. There's a lot of basketball.
Oh, yeah.
No, Lexington's away is on Tuesday. Chester County home on, I think, that following Friday. And then Central is away 3 days later. We've got like 8 games in 10 days. So
yeah, well, like I said, this is a veteran team. They'll come back. They've got leadership on there. They'll go down there and discuss it, and Coach Burnham will get it back on track. I feel confident in that. This is a team that finished in the Final Four in the state last year, minus, a couple of players. But they'll learn from this. They'll watch the film. they'll get better, but it's not going to get any easier, like you said. That's
no
for sure.
question, no question. All right, first game of the night's over. Lady Tigers fall. There's final score is 49-42. We will take a pause here for some more commercial breaks, and stay with us here on K93. One down, one to go. Lady Tigers fall 49-42 in the opener tonight, and Tigers come out on the floor and go through their pregame warm-ups along with Bolivar on the other end, and Bolivar will be in green tonight. Tigers will be in home white, and introduction of starting lineups are coming right now. First off is Killen McNeil. Then Jaquavius Poplar. A couple of players who haven't taken off their warm-ups. And, well, 3 players didn't take their warm-ups off, so we'll get those names in a moment. Lights come down, and the Tigers, the Hardin County Tigers, will be introduced with starting off with an introduction of Taylor Couch. First off is Caden Pope. Can't be right.
No.
No, that's he's wearing Caden's number. Yarbrough, Marlon Yarbrough, followed by Tylen Irvin and Wheeler Wilkes, followed by Caleb McGee.
That's Carter Smith that's who's starting.
Carter Smith is. Let's see if that number. That's not the number I have for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Caden down here for number 2. Now Carter Smith is wearing number 2.
Of course, we've got a couple injured. Well, actually 3 injured. So down in numbers for sure.
So McGee is going to be jumping against Robert Pirtle. McGee gets the tap. Tigers got in the corner. Here's Wilkes for 3 in the deep corner, and he hits it. Tigers jump out 3-zip. So that's an effective strategy. With it now is Neal working against the Tiger 2-3 zone. As I said, Bolivar in dark green with gold trim, and the Tigers in white with, of course, maroon. With it now is Stewart, Harrington Stewart. Here's a 3-pointer off the right side, no good. Marlon Yarbrough way in the air for the rebound. Outlet pass is going to be intercepted at midcourt. Struggle for the ball. It's batted out. Touch last by Bolivar. Give it to Irvin on the eastern sideline in front of the Tiger cheering section. Yarbrough tries to penetrate, has it knocked away, and an outlet pass underneath and shot up and good by Robert Pirtle. That cuts the lead to 1 now. 3-2 with 7 minutes left to go in the first period. Irvin on the right side. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes drives in the paint, puts up a one-hander. Got it, yes. Wheeler Wilkes got 5 early. And working with it now is Antravian Stewart in the paint. A travel with it. Pirtle goes in the lane, tripped over a couple of feet, and then travel with the basketball. Yarbrough across the timeline, being pressed hard by Pirtle. Loses the dribble, finally picks it up, gets it to Irvin. Irvin lowers his shoulder, collision there, but gets away with it. Down into the Wheeler, underneath to, and that's McGee. McGee gets a easy bucket inside. And it's now 7-2, Tigers up by 5. McNeil with it. And a 3-pointer from the top of the key. It's off, no good. Rebound way outside. Finally picked up by Yarbrough. Yarbrough out to Wheeler. And Wilkes, that is. Wilkes goes in, misses a shot, but the follow by McGee is good. And the Tigers are putting it on him right now, 9-2. with 5:46. Here's a three-pointer off the left side, and he erased some of that. Jamarian Pearl is going to get a three there. That cuts the lead now to 4. Irvin across the timeline, goes in, puts up the shot, and it won't go. Rebound, Bolivar. They're running with it, getting across the timeline in the lane, going up for the shot, and hitting it. Magic Johnson style there. And that was Stewart. He gets the bucket underneath. That was NBA-esque right there. Yarbrough comes out of his shoe. They're going to give him a second to rectify that and give it to the Tigers in the backcourt. Wilkes will come in and help it, get it in back to Irvin. Irvin brings it across the timeline. 5:13 left to go first. Tigers up 9-7. Irvin's going to be tied up as he moves into the paint. McNeil will reach in there and tie it up, and it will be Bolivar basketball in the backcourt with just over 5 minutes to go in the first period. Across the timeline comes McNeil. McNeil on the left side to Pirtle. Now 3 off the right, it's off no good, and he'll get his own rebound. Back on the left side, now another 3, a fadeaway, it's up and good as Pirtle gets his second 3. And the Tigers work against full court man-to-man pressure. McGee gets it across the timeline. Goes now to Wilkes. Wilkes stops, goes on the baseline, bounces, banks it, that is, and hit it. Wheeler Wilkes going to town tonight, particularly inside. He's got 7, and the Tiger lead now is 1. Here's a shot off the right side, no good by McGee. A rebound by, it's going to be taken down by Wilkes. We'll clear it out now. And back inside to McGee. McGee goes up for the shot, won't go. As Irvin had it in the corner, dished it back to McGee in the lane, but the shot would not go. Foul's going to be on McNeil, his first. And Kevin McGee goes to the line, shooting 2. Clock stopped at 4:06 left to go in the first period. First shot by McGee is good. McGee can make it 3 with this second shot, and he nailed it. 13-10 Tigers. Just over halfway through the first period of play. Stewart on the left wing. In the back court on the right side, and then back to Stewart. Stewart's jumper is going to be in and out, no good. McGee with the rebound, and he will be fouled over the back there by Pirtle. And the Tigers hanging on to a 3-point lead. We'll take it out in the backcourt. 3:49 left to go first period. Irvin inbounding. We'll get it to Yarbrough. He'll try to pass it up the court to Irvin, but throws it too hard, too high, out of bounds. Coach Carpenter gives him a little hand clap there. Bolivar will take it out, however. And now to Pirtle in the left wing now. That's Pirtle again. There's 2 Pirtles on the floor. Now there's a driving jumper from 8 feet that's off, no good. Rebound. McGee had it, but was undercut from the baseline, and it will be knocked out of bounds. Touch last by McGee.
Well, he gave it to us. He pointed the wrong way. Yeah. And a while ago, he called over the back. He gave the charge signal. So he's having a tough night. Of course, Roy's going to go down.
Roy's going down.
Check him. Yeah.
He's all the way down to the baseline. But Bolivar takes it out, and there's a jumper from about 15. It's up and good by Poplar. Aquarius Poplar. Tigers try to get it across the timeline. It's stolen away and gone for off to the races they go. Going up for the shot.
They're really denying Marlin the ball on the inbounds pass. If you notice that, they got 2 guys on him. They don't want him to touch it.
I think that foul is going to be on Wilkes. But to the line goes Poplar. He's shooting 2.
Second one coming.
And that's Robert Pirtle.
That's Duke Samples in the game now.
And he hits both of them. 14-13 now. Tigers get it to McGee. Down in the corner, there's Smith for a shot, no good. Follows put up and no good by. It's another number that I've got a skew on here. Oh, Duke Sample. Now, Bolivar comes down the floor. They're going to put up a shot, a whistle, and a foul is going to be called. And it's going to be on. It's Smith, I believe.
Yeah, it's on Carter.
And the first shot is up and good by Robert Pirtle. Giving Bolivar a 2-point lead of the few. And the Tigers bring it down the floor. Yarbrough tries to get it to McGee down low. It's too hot, and McGee can't handle it. Goes out of bounds. And now Bolivar with a 3-point lead comes down the floor in an attempt to add to that. The jump shot by Pirtle, no good. Rebound, I thought we had it. But coming up with it is Anderson. Here's a driving, jumping shot there. It's good by Anderson. And it's 18-13 with 2:20. Now McGee is going to be given a layup on the other end of the floor. I'm not sure how that transpired, but the Tigers got the ball down the court really quick, and it didn't look like Bolivar got back on D. And McGee gets a bucket. He's going to be up now with 8. Wow. Now there's a traveling call on the next attempt by Bolivar. And J.T. Smith checking into the game. Out comes Yarbrough. Duke Sample's going to be inbounding. 2:04 left to go. It's a 2-point game. Bolivar leading by 2. Tigers led most of the first quarter. Inbounds, and it's Wilkes. Across the timeline, has his ball stripped away. It's picked up by Bolivar. They're on the attack. Stewart in the corner. Here's a long 3-pointer. It's off, no good by Anderson. Rebound, McGee. As Smith has it for a moment, loses his footing. And now it will be controlled there by Sample. Back to Smith, back to Sample. Now to Wilkes from the corner for 3. No good. Rebound, Bolivar. 1:33 left to go in the quarter. And quick pass down, and a shot is up and good. And that was Stewart. The Tigers try to work it across the timeline in a transition kind of attempt to get it back, and they're going to lose it out of bounds. It will be Bolivar basketball. We've got 6 players on the floor. Now finally Wheeler Wilkes comes and sits down. Into the game comes Nathan Nesbitt. J.T. Smith is in there. Zach Wright now taking up the middle. And let's see who else on that other side over there is Garrett Smith. So with 1:22 left in the first, Tigers trail 20-15, down by 5. Bolivar with it in the paint. Move from left to right. Shot no good. Rebound picked up and controlled by J.T. Smith. Smith tries to go down to Nesbitt, throws it away. It's going to be a quick transition and an easy bucket there as Stewart got down and got the jump on the Tiger defense, and it's a 7-point game now. Where is Sample? Now Smith. Back to Sample. In the corner. Long 3. It's off. No good by Garrett Smith. Rebound Bolivar. 43 seconds left. Long pass down the floor. They go underneath, and a couple of attempts, I think, to take a shot. I think only one shot actually transpired, but there will be a whistle and a foul call. It's going to be on Nesbitt. He's first. To the line is Stewart, shooting 2. First shot's good. 39 seconds left to go in the quarter. 23-15. Stewart's going to do everything he can here to make that 24, and he missed it. Tigers get the rebound. 34 seconds now. Smith double teamed at midcourt. Gets it over to Sample. Sample tries to go underneath. Gets it over to Nesbitt in the corner. Down now to Smith. Back and a three-pointer off. No good. Long outlet pass. Goes up for the layup. And you got to hand it to Garrett Smith. He put a shot. And they're going to call it intentional foul. Anderson's going to go to the line and intentional foul.
That is. Hey, no way. He did. It's just a good foul. I mean, he made him earn it.
I was going to say, when I was coach, they told me if you're going to foul, son, make it count.
Yeah.
Well, he did, but he may have made it count a little too much.
Well, he didn't undercut him, anything like that. They just both went up. He defended the basket. Of course, Coach Carpenter is really getting after the official over here.
And he missed both of them.
He's not going to get any satisfaction, but anyway.
23-15.
Other than he missed them both. Yeah, I'll tell you.
So McNeil will inbound it for 16 seconds left in the quarter. Inbounds, that looked like a travel to me, but they got a shot off and didn't go. Rebounds all the way out to midcourt. Nesbitt almost had it. 5 seconds. A three-pointer is off, no good. Follows, no good. Rebound is going to be kicked out of bounds with 9/10 of a second left in the quarter, which means the Tigers will not get a shot off here.
We're still going to have to get it in.
Inbound, and that's going to be it for the first period. 23-15. Tigers putting on a really good show in the first half of the quarter, and then kind of faded. We'll take a 1-minute pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with quarter number 2. Stay with us. So the Tigers fall behind 23-15 in the first quarter. But this very quick and athletic Bolivar team is something that any team would have trouble with. But the Tigers will have the basketball to start the second period here, and Tyler Irvin is going to inbound to Yarbrough. Yarbrough right side now to Wilkes. Wheeler Wilkes goes under, dishes off Weather to McGee, and McGee scores. Nice play, Wilkes. Nice shot, McGee. That cuts the lead now to 6. Bolivar working the perimeter outside with it. Camper down on the baseline. And their numbers are not easy to see from the very far lengths of the court. Here's a three-pointer put off by Camper. It's no good. Rebound taken down by McGee. McGee clears it out to Irvin. Irvin cross court to Yarbrough. Yarbrough breaks the center court line. Irvin on the left wing, puts a three up, no good. Rebound taken down by Pirtle, Robert Pirtle. Down the floor they go, down into the corner right side, outside to Pirtle. And Poplar with it now. And a three-pointer off the right side's no good. Rebound Bolivar. They get a second shot at it again. The second shot won't go, and the rebound now is going to be taken out by, it looked like Wilkes hit the floor trying to get a hold of that. And that's going to be Carter Smith with her. And there's going to be Tiger basketball in the backcourt to Yarbrough. Yarbrough over. Quick pass by Wilkes down to McGee. Or to Smith rather, might have turned into a basket. But a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And it's going to be on Poplar. To the line goes Carter Smith, shooting 2. First shot's good. 5 points a game. They lead right now, and Smith can make that 4. And not a terrible crowd tonight, considering it's Wednesday night. But the second shot's good. It's 23-19. Bolivar comes down facing a 2-3 defense with McGee in the center. They're outside, not making much of an effort to penetrate at this point. They go on the right side now to Camper. Camper attacked by Irvin. Finally goes on a dribbling exhibition and in the lane, loses it. Yarbrough ends up with it, goes to Irvin. Irvin goes in, puts up the shot, he got it. Yes. Nice play. Combined teamwork between Yarbrough and Irvin. Now there's a whistle as Bolivar comes down the floor. Almost a steal there by Smith. With 6:01, it's a 2-point game now. Tigers hanging tough here. McNeil now dribbling. On the right side. Back to McNeil. Now a long three-pointers off, no good. 4 Tigers in shape for the rebound. Coming up with his Yarbrough to McGee, back to Yarbrough. Tigers run the court. They go down to Irvin on the left side. Underneath the Yarbrough. Yarbrough turned and banked it. Yes. Good-looking basketball by the Tigers. And they have tied it at 23. Here's a three-pointer off the right side. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Coming out is Smith over to Irvin. Irvin in the forecourt. Dumps it off to Smith. Smith lost it for a second. Gets it under to McGee. Had it tapped away. Now an outlet pass for an easy layup. And Stewart's going to get an easy 2 there. But the excitement came there. Irvin across the timeline. In the corner now. Wilkes. Wilkes goes in, has it batted away, ends up with it again. Now to Yarbrough for the 3 on the right. You got it. Marlon Yarbrough gets his 5th point. And now they'll come in underneath as Stewart goes underneath the goal, tries to do a reverse layup. It gets muffed, and the Tigers get the rebound. Yarbrough across the timeline. A pushing foul is going to be called on Anderson. Not a shooting foul. The Tigers will take it out with 4.5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Now they go to Smith. 3-point on the right side. Off no good. Yarbrough with the foul. Oh, he got it in midair. It was a tip by Yarbrough. He jumped and shot the ball before he came down and he hit it. 28-25. Tigers up by 3. That's inspired basketball by Yarbrough there. Stewart in the corner. A jumper for 3. Yes. Oh, my. That was Camper. Damani Camper. And we're tied at 28. 4 minutes exactly left to go in the second period. Irvin. Irvin tries to go underneath the McGee. Pass is intercepted, and Bolivar's going the other direction. Popper had it, goes in the lane. He loses it. Irvin picks it up, and it's picked up, and they throw it away again. Now it's a three-pointer from the corner. Holy Toledo. What a shot. That was...
Yeah, good timeout right there. We kind of lost our composure.
That was
there.
McNeil for three, and that three-pointer gave Bolivar their three-point lead with 3:34 remaining. Timeout on the floor, back in 30. So the gymnasium has been lit up with excitement here as the Tigers trail by 3, but have put on a masterful offensive and defensive display so far. Not so much by the score, but by the things, the shots they've made and the defensive plays they've made. As Wilkes gets it over to Irvin, now to Yarbrough. Quickly in the corner that's Smith. Now underneath, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Bolivar. And to the line will go Irvin to shoot 2. Foul is going to be on Pirtle, Robert. There are 2 Pirtles, a Robert Pirtle and a Jamarian. And Irvin on the line shooting 2. First shot is in and out, no good. And can cut the lead to 2 with this next free throw. And my money says it's on the scoreboard. Got it, yes. Glad I didn't lose my money. 3:23 left in the first half, 31-29. Bolivar hit a long 3 from Never Land. It's off, no good. Wilkes with the rebound. Baseline gets it out to Yarbrough. The Tigers will go down on the attack with 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Irvin on the right side to Wilkes. Down to McGee, down on the low post. Back to Yarbrough from the left wing. Shots off, no good. Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Wilkes. He did a good job by acting there. Make the official look like it was off of Bolivar, but to no avail. And the Bolivar Green Tigers are down the floor, down in the corner, trying to get to 3, but didn't get it. And a pass inside the lane is going to be batted away. Loose ball picked up by Bolivar. Now with it, it's Pirtle. Back outside on the right to Stewart. Stewart, left-handed pass across and a three-pointer put up, and McGee's going to come down. Oh, at that back, that's going to be Smith, Carter Smith with the rebound. And the Tigers are back on the offensive end. 2:22 left to go here in the half. Driving with it and going up with it is, Wilkes almost got a scoop shot to go. Got his own rebound, put up a foul, no good, and now a whistle. And a foul called on the rebound as Wilkes just was frustrated by the fact that would not go in. And that will be his second foul. 2:05 left in the half. 31-29 Bolivar. Driving. Kicking it back outside. Pirtle goes in the lane, puts up the shot, won't go. Tip is good. Pirtle missed the shot, came with the tip and got it. 4 points now. The Bolivar lead. Now down on the baseline is Wilkes. Back outside to Irvin. Irvin in the lane to McGee outside on the left. Now to Yarbrough, taking a handoff, driving, scoring, yes. Yarbrough gets 2. And he's fouled. It's going to be on Jamarian Pirtle.
He let him last time we played.
To the line goes Yarbo for the three-point play. Yeah, buddy.
Comes in, Sanders comes in.
And it's a one-point game.
Anderson goes out. Picking up his
33-32 the score. 1:32 left to go in the half.
32 Bolivar.
Hardin County drops back in a 2-3. Bolivar outside trying to penetrate it. Stewart goes on the baseline, puts up a floater that was behind the backboard and he hit it. So Stewart's got 11 now, and the Tigers cough it up at midcourt. Bolivar back on the attack. Here's a head-to-head battle for the ball between Pirtle and Smith, and it goes out of bounds, and the official made the call as to who it was out on. And Bolivar gets the nod. Here's the inbound. Smith saves it into McGee. What a play. Smith just threw it straight back right into the hands of McGee. McGee now has it at midcourt to Yarbo. 57 seconds. Yarbo on the dribble. Drives, shoots, and he missed it. Rebound, Bolivar. And Yarbo once again underneath. Had it, lost it. Bolivar back on the attack. They throw it away. Now they've got it back. Pirtle. Now, and with 40 seconds left, a three-pointer put up and good by Courtney Poplar. And that was a monster three-pointer there. A backbreaker. Bolivar steals the inbounds pass. Here's a three-pointer with 25 seconds left off. No good. Rebound Smith over to McGee. 21 seconds. Tigers try to work it up the floor. They get it to McGee at midcourt. He stops. Goes on the left side to Smith. Now to Wilkes on the right. Wilkes drives in the lane, finds McGee open. He goes up for the shot. It's blocked, but he's fouled. 8 seconds left to go in the half, and McGee is going to go to the line to shoot two. It's going to be Pirtle's third foul. And McGee, now looking at a 6-point deficit, can cut it to 4.
Well, we need those free ones.
Yep. And I guess you could tell by the sound of Steve's grunt that it didn't go.
That's my
A
contribution.
little groan, you know.
That's what I contribute. Moans and groans.
It's one of the worst things that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And the second one, another grunt. He missed them both. Bolivar with the rebound. 4 seconds driving in underneath and giving a layup at the buzzer is Robert Pirtle. Gets a layup at the buzzer, and the Tigers doing everything on the planet to try to keep that from happening.
Yeah, did everything right until the last 10 seconds.
And the halftime score is 40-32, and there's nothing we can do about it now except wait for the third period. So I see Coach Burnham coming up to the press box, and he'll be giving you some words of wisdom in just a couple of minutes. So we'll take a pause here real quick to try to use as much of that time as possible. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back with us, Tiger fans. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp at halftime here of the boys contest. Hardin County trailing by 8, 40-32 in an entertaining first half of this game. I was sitting here, let's bring in Coach Burnham. Ron, I was sitting here thinking this is the exact opposite of what happened over at Bolivar. Yep. And, they blew us out. We blew them out in the girls' game. Right. But let's talk about a little bit about that game tonight. And I know that, we talked about it during the halftime and during the between the games. We haven't played. You got some rust. We talked about the scheduling hadn't been good. Then you throw in some COVID stuff and sickness. We've had everything going around.
Snow,
and then snow out of school, and it looked like a team tonight that hadn't really been in competition for a while.
Oh, you're right. And, you got to blame that on me and Coach Carpenter. Even though we tried tried as hard as we could to get people to play in them games, we had a chance to play Loretta, and that got snowed out, and we couldn't find another time. And the time that we almost decided on, we got out of school that day, too. Yeah. So it's something. And there is something to say, and I don't want to make excuses because Bolivar girls played good, and they were athletic, and they beat us. But it looked like that we haven't played for a while. It looked like the running of your plays, the sharpness of your plays, being able to hustle back and not have them turnovers that we had. We probably had more turnovers in this game, and give it my hats off to Bolivar for having the athletes and the quickness. But I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least 24 turnovers.
I had in my notes at least 20 turnovers tonight.
And that's when you have 20 turnovers, you're in trouble. So
let me ask you a question though, and this is just talking and watching a lot of basketball and watching a lot of games, not just basketball, football, baseball, soccer, whatever it is. You've got a senior team. You've got girls that have clocked a lot of minutes in basketball, and yes, where there's sickness and maybe missed practice time, but is it fair to say that with a senior team that okay, we've got to pull this thing together, we got to make it right, we've got to keep this momentum that we had before all this going?
Oh yeah, you got to have a lot of seniors in your locker room to keep on pushing and trying to get better every day, and that's what you got to do. You got to come in and you got to have a little grit, a little grime to you, and we get beat. Like I was trying to tell them, I can't remember the last time we got beat here on this floor.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and it's just that again. We just looked out of sync. We played a team that played a zone, and we hadn't played a whole lot of teams that played a zone, and they were quick, and we didn't look like we were passing it well, and they got a little bit of lead on us, and we hadn't played against teams that had big leads against us to be able to come back and do some things. And on defense, you probably didn't realize in the first half, we extended our defense without knowing we were extending it, and they were quicker than us, and that's what they want to do. We have to stay kind of inside the three-point arch, and they did. Like I said, they made some shots, they made some steals, but they got a bunch of points off turnovers.
Well, their deal was too defensively. They wanted to take Haley out of the game, so they doubled her. But I was telling Bill, during the game, I said the only way we pull them out is we got to start hitting some threes.
Right.
And we came out in the second half and did that, but just not consistent enough to make them really adjust.
That's right. That is exactly right. But, again, I think by not playing no basketball at all hurt us about not staying in sync. I really do, and I hope that we can get it and put it back together all by Friday. We have one day. We got one day, and then we got to go to Kasu. But then on that Tuesday, we're starting district play, and we got to be ready to go. And I'm thinking, we're going to have to figure it out. We're going to have to find some people to play them 2 weeks that we're not playing to get ready for the district.
Yeah, that's what Bill was saying. Even though we get done early, we got another week and a half or so before we go in the district tournament.
Yeah, Yeah.
So
you know, our district and all our play starts next Tuesday, and then we're going to play like that, and then we're going to go to the district. That's crazy.
Now, let me ask you this. I was thinking about this. Now, will the district tournament be like it was last year? Is that going to be a thing where it's you play the satellite games at your location, or we're going to play one location again?
We're going to Chester County.
Okay. I didn't know how they would do that this year.
Yeah. Yeah, we there's like tonight. We didn't shoot it well. We didn't really pass it. With the, you know, there's if you're grading on especially on the offensive end. I don't know what you really give them, what grade you give them. I would give them, you know, I give them a B+ on effort, maybe even an A- on effort. They were trying to do things right, and they were hustling, they were getting after it, but the quickness and being off too much, it was really too much tonight.
Well,
to be honest,
you know, I talked about during the broadcast, we just made a lot of mental mistakes.
We did,
and we made a lot of. I don't know if effort is the word you should use, but I did see a lot of standing around, and then they beat us to a ball.
Yeah.
And
well, I think the effort was there. I just think that. There's some loose balls that I thought we should got, but overall the effort was pretty good. And overall, if you think about it, they didn't play for 14 days, and some of them never came out the game.
Yep, I noticed that. Yeah,
I mean, and it's just we got to use our bench a little bit more. But when you get in, you can't get nervous and turn the ball over first thing. You know, you got to come in there and be able to play and take care of the ball and take care of business. And
getting into foul trouble early hurt us too.
It did. All that stuff hurt us, but I don't want to take anything away. We got beat. We got beat, and I'll take it like a big boy. And that's one thing good about being an assistant coach and being a player. You know, you take the wins, and the head coaches will take the loss, and I'll take it.
Well, I
want to take it, but I want to take it.
Well, we can heal up on Friday, a couple of days from now, and
that's right,
and then get in the tournament. I appreciate you coming up here.
No problem. Appreciate you.
All right, halftime 40-32. When we come back, we'll have the third quarter. It's Hardin County and Bolivar here in men's action tonight. Back after this timeout.
All right, Bolivar has the basketball to start the third period, and the Tigers got back on defense. Just joined us. Hardin County trails 40-32 in the third quarter. Bolivar works it down on the baseline, tries to get it underneath the basket. A hot pass underneath is going to be batted out of bounds in the corner and touched last by the Tigers. Tigers back in the 2-3 zone, driving and putting up a one-hander. Is Pirtle. Rebound taken down by Smith. And now Yarbrough with it down. And this is Wilkes from the deep corner for three. Off the back rim. No good. Rebound. Pirtle. Down the floor. And a three-pointer off of the left wing's no good. Struggle for the rebound. Irvin comes up with it in the paint. Dribbles out. Tigers, they got a 3-on-2. They get to Wilkes in the corner. He'll drive in, try to bank it from the right side. He missed it. Rebound Bolivar. They're back down the floor, and they'll boot it out of bounds as they go down in the dark, deep corner on the right side. As Anderson kicks it out of bounds. Give it to Hardin County, trailing now by 8. As Smith has it for a moment and then has it taken away. And Bolivar back down the floor. Here's a 15-foot jumper that's off, no good. He got his own rebound. The shot's off, no good by McNeil. That was Pirtle who took the shot, got his own rebound, but it was a whistle and a foul call. And it's going to be on Irvin. And Bolivar will take it out on the baseline. Pirtle has it. Now out to McNeil at the head of the key, way outside. McNeil drifts over to the left and will go into a four-corner, what it amounts to. And he'll penetrate and pass it right back outside now to Poplar. And he'll back it up to the half-court line. Standing on the Tigers' jaw there. On the right side now, Stewart drives in the lane, goes up for the shot, missed it. Rebound taken down by Smith. Carter Smith with the rebound, and the Tigers' Yarbrough gets it back to Smith, now to Irvin. Cross court to Yarbrough. Yarbrough giving the long three. Instead tries to pass it across the lane right into the hands of the Bolivar Tigers. Driving down on the fast break and putting it up, and good is number 24, and that's Anderson. Tigers get it over down underneath to Smith, and now to McGee. McGee gets the two-pointer. So McGee gets the quick pass underneath, and it's 42-34. Tigers back to an 8-point deficit. 5:18 left to go, third period. Hardin County and Bolivar, Tennessee, on the floor here from Caleb Welch in Savannah. As Bolivar works outside. Now a long three-pointer off the left side. That had eyes. That was an impressive-looking shot there.
We dared him to shoot it.
And he took it. So Pirtle gets a three there. Tigers get it down to the three in the corner. And going up with it is Wilkes. Wheeler Wilkes found the range and got that three back pretty doggone quick. 4:40 left now in the third period. 45-37. Tigers down by 8. Here's a long three on the right side, and man, he did it. This is Anderson this time, and that was NBA range too. McGee now has it at the head of the key, goes left now to Smith, back out now to Irvin. Irvin feigns penetrating, goes back to Smith. Smith goes in, missed the layup. McGee goes up for the follow, won't go. He was off balance and shoved it up, and it just didn't go. Now here's another three-pointer off the left side. And great seizures. Ghosty hit it. This guy's unconscious. Now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Hardin County, 51-37. Tigers trail, 4:03 left to go in the third. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Crowd was never that good tonight. Of course, for on a Wednesday night, you don't expect it to be. And I'm still having Steve work overtime to think of the last time we did a Wednesday night broadcast that wasn't during a playoff. Tigers take it, following the timeout. Irvin's dribbling it down the floor and goes under it and lays up a layup. Beautiful, beautiful drive by Irvin. He picks up his fifth point tonight. Bolivar brings it back down the floor. Going under with it, taking it to the glass was Stewart. Shot didn't go, but the foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Irvin. That's his second. And to the line is Antravian Stewart. First shot's good. And he took absolutely no time. Did it again. 53-39 now. 14 points the difference. Irvin drives down, goes under, puts up the same layup he did last time. Only this time it did not go. But a whistle and a foul is going to put Tylen Irvin on the line. That's a second on Jamarian Anderson. And to the line goes Tylen Irvin to shoot 2. First shot is off. No good. 3:41 left to go third. Tigers down 53-39. Irvin wanting to cut that right here, and he did. Nice shot, Tylen. So it makes it easier math with 53-40, but still a long way to go. And only 11 minutes and 30 seconds left to do it. Now, Stewart. Outside. On to the right to Pirtle. Back out. Tigers locked down in that 2-3 zone. Finally, Yarbrough comes out and goes after Stewart. Here's a long 3 that's going to be off. No good. Thank goodness they missed one. As Carter Smith gets the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Irvin. Irvin on the right wing picks up the dribble and goes to Yarbrough. Yarbrough guarded by Stewart, goes in the paint, stops. Throws up a one-handed affair that's no good from about 14. Got his own rebound. Underneath and driving is Wilkes. Wilkes is going to be fouled as he goes in the lane, puts up the shot. And it's going to be on Stewart. That's his first. To the line goes one Wheeler Wilkes, a junior. Back rim on the first shot. But he will get one more. Second shot is cleanly in the cotton. And it's 53-41 now. Only a 12-point deficit with 2:41 left to go in the game. Across the timeline comes McNeil. He goes left side to Stewart. Stewart reverse pivot, goes in, jumper from 12, got it. Ooh. Stewart's got 15 now. And the Tigers bring it down with 2:20 left in the third. Yarbrough takes the long 3. Off no good. Rebound. Stewart running. All the way in the lane, stops. 6-foot floater, got it. It's an impressive looking little player right here. I don't know what grade he's in, but he can play. Yarbrough drives down, goes down with a low post, throws up one off the glass, and he got it. Marlon Yarbrough's got point number 12 now. Here's a long 3 off by Bolivar on the return trip. Shot's no good there. That was by Camper. Yarbrough with the rebound, out and down now to Wilkes, down in the corner to Smith. Smith tries to drive it toward the paint, loses it. Irvin picks it up. Leaning in, Irvin is twisted an ankle or something. Here's a shot no good, but McGee gets the rebound. McGee's, or rather, Yarbrough's shot was no good, but McGee got the rebound and stuck it up and in. And McGee's got 14 now. And it's a 57-45, 12-point deficit. 1:09 left to go. Bolivar with the basketball in the full court. Stewart has it at the high post, left side. Goes around to McNeil. Stewart drives, shoots, and it's in and out, no good, and tapped it out of bounds, attempting to get the rebound of his own shot. Something I never did when I played, because I wasn't able. Tigers get the basketball. Get it to Yarbrough. We're under a minute now, 47 seconds to go. Needing a bucket here. They go to Wilkes in the corner for 3. Rattle it home, baby. Nice shot by Wheeler Wilkes as he gets the 3. Cuts the lead now. It's only 9 now. 30 seconds. Now to Pirtle. Outside now to Stewart. Stewart backs up with 21 seconds left. Yarbrough picks him up at midcourt. Bounce pass over. And Camper drives in, puts up a shot, no good. McGee with the rebound. 12 seconds left. He gets it over to Yarbrough. Yarbrough crossing the court line at 7 seconds. Now gets it over to Sample, who's coming in the game, diving in and putting up a jumper at the buzzer. Is Wheeler Wilkes. Beautiful shot, and it cuts the lead to 7 with 3 quarters played, we've only got 1 to go, and I'm one who says let's get her done. We'll take a 60-second pause, and we'll come right back here from Michaela Willich. Stay with us. Seven points to deficit. Hardin County has come back, and they were down by, I want to say 14 at one time, maybe 12, but now they're only 12 by 7 and have led on numerous occasions in the game tonight. Putting on much better show of ability in this game than they did in the first game of the season against Bolivar. And they'll have it to start the 4th period, and we are underway right here. Is Smith on the left side, goes in, backs up. Might have walked, but got away with it. Yarbrough. Now to Sample, back to Smith for 3. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound, Stewart. He's running. Drives, banks, missed. Rebound, or rather a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And I think that's the 3rd on Wheeler. And to the line, shooting 2 is Stewart. First shot is up. It's good. And he hit them both. Tigers take it out, following the shots. Pass down in the corner. Driving with it is Wilkes. Dumps it off, and there's a collision down on the low post on the right side. To the ground goes Anderson. And Wilkes will go to the line with the foul on Anderson. I think that's his 3rd. And the first shot is up and good by Wheeler Wilkes. That's his 17th point tonight. And he can make it 18 and cut this lead back to 7. He did. Hit them both. So right now, Yarbrough's got 12. Wilkes has got 18, and McGee's got 14. 59-52. Bolivar has the lead and the basketball across the timeline. Passing off on the circle there to Pirtle. Back outside, they're bouncing it around. Stewart goes, stops, guns from 10, hit it. He's got 21 now. And the Tigers. Carter Smith gets it across the timeline, gets it to Yarbrough. Yarbrough stops, guns the three-pointer, no. Rebound. Stewart's running. Drives in the paint, puts up a bank shot that didn't get there, and the rebound's going to be taken down by Carter Smith. To Yarbrough. Tigers insisting on running. Yarbrough driving in underneath the basket, laid it up and in. That was a beautiful athletic move there by Yarbrough, and had static all the way in. Only freed up at the last split second. Great timing. 61-54 now. Bolivar working the perimeter, trying to get it in the circle. Now there's a long three. This one's off no good. Rebound taken down by Smith. He's under pressure there. Gets it off of Yarbrough now to McGee. McGee in the forecourt. Off to Wilkes. Wilkes backs into the lane. Stops. Kicks it off to Irvin on the left wing. Irvin drives the baseline, goes under, stops, scores. Nice shot. Tylen Irvin putting on some pump right there. 61-56 now. Tigers down by 5. Here's a three-pointer off the left wing. Oh, my. He was almost in the student section when he let it go, and he hit it. And that, not a high percentage shot, but he got 3 out of it. Now, still hasn't picked up his number. I think it's Robert Pirtle going to give it to him. Tigers come down the floor, get it in underneath the McGee. McGee gets the little short jumper, banked it in, and the Tigers get 2 of those 3 back there. And 64-58 now, 5-11. It's just anybody's game at this point. Here's a three-pointer on the right side. It's Damani Kemper knocked down another. I bet they've had 14 three-pointers tonight. And there's a loose ball in the backcourt. Irvin has it, gets it to McGee. Got to hurry up to get it. Finally get it over there, and with it is Wilkes. Wilkes drives, puts the shot up, and no good. But a whistle and a foul is going to be called. Wheeler is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be on McNeil. I think that's his second. But to the line with 4:47 remaining and an opportunity to cut this to a 7-point lead in the face of all these three-pointers that Bolivar's hit is nothing short of amazing, although he missed the first free throw. Second one is underway, and I missed it both. Rebound, Irvin. Irvin tries to muscle up a shot, and all he's going to do is muscle up a couple of free throws.
That's a really good hustle play by Carter Smith, just keeping that ball alive, using his height and his length. You know, he's played pretty well. You know, this is only his second game as a varsity player.
Yeah, I know it.
And he's played well, and Samples has come in and put in some quality minutes. But they've, first team, they've been out there a while. You can tell they're kind of gassed right now.
Well, we're gapping it up on the free throw line because Tylen just missed the first of 2.
Yeah, that could be tired.
You know, play a team like this, you want to beat a team like this, you cannot miss free throw. Mr. Bow.
Carter
Rebound. Smith gets the rebound. Now to Irvin. Irvin drives in, throws up a floating prayer that won't go, but he'll go back and get some free throw practice. Foul's going to be on Poplar. Irvin's first shot is up, and it's good.
Boys are going to have to ice down those legs after this game. Get ready for Friday night.
Now he's 3 of 7. He's got both of them. And Bolivar comes down and put up. Oh, my goodness gracious. Damani Kemper hit another one of those bomb threes off of the right side. You really can't compete with that.
No, he had a hand in his face.
And the Tigers try to take it down into the lane, and Smith goes to the floor, and McGee, and now there's a timeout called as Bolivar got brief possession of the ball, and their coach called a timeout from far away. So with 4:16 remaining, we'll take a pause here. Tigers down by 10, back in 60. Okay, Bolivar got a extremely strategic timeout called when there was a scrum for the basketball on the floor and got away with it. 4:13 left, 70-60. Tigers down by 10 and drop back on defense. And here comes Antravian Stewart, who has 21 points across the timeline. Down in the corner as Anderson goes in for about a 15-foot jumper. No good. Smith with the rebound gets it out to Yarbrough. Yarbrough has the ball stripped. Behind the back pass out to Anderson for three. This one's off, no good. And they get the back rebound again. Camper with it now. Camper across court goes to Anderson. Anderson underneath and a loose ball picked up by Yarbrough. Yarbrough under pressure, was fouled about 6 times, no whistle. Now to McGee, back now to Smith. Smith dribbles into trouble, loses it, picked up there by Stewart. Stewart across the timeline, down in underneath, and a shot is up and good by Anderson.
Got an injury.
Now he's got a shoe off.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. If that's the extent of his injury, he's going to be all right.
Well, I'd say they probably hit at least 17 threes. I think Camper's had 6 on his own. I mean, they have lit it up.
Yeah, no question.
Beyond the arc.
Not from the three-point line. We're talking about in the cheap seats.
Yeah, some of them have been contested, but a lot of them been open looks. But, I mean, you can't guard. You can't get out there and let them,
Hats off to you if you can hit those.
You can do that. But, man, they have really made Marlin work tonight.
3:16. Tigers with the ball. Irvin dribbling across the timeline, not giving up. The Tigers have not quit.
He stepped out of bounds.
Wilkes took it in the deep corner, didn't realize where he was, stepped right and stepped right on the maroon. And it will be Bolivar's basketball. You can't fault the Tigers for effort. This has been a
really good game.
Herculean effort. They're just up against a lot when your opponents. Here's another three-pointer from way out there. This one, thankfully, is off no good. Rebound is taken down by Stewart. And once again, Bolivar gets another. We got 4 players right down there underneath the basket, and Bolivar comes out with the rebound.
Well, we've kind of been in this matchup zone type 2-3 zone, daring them to shoot over the top of us.
And they just did.
And they have. Yeah.
That's going to be Popper for 2. Tigers get it down to Smith. Smith goes in, wedges it in with the right hand on the left side. Won't go. Rebound all the way into the forecourt for Bolivar. They've got it now as a three-pointer. And everybody on the team is hitting threes. It's like playing 5 Larry Birds. Inbound to Yarbrough. Yarbrough. Y'all remember him, right?
Man, what a good move.
Yarbrough goes down.
No, nobody remembers Larry Bird.
Throws up a bank shot. I wonder if some of these people I bring up are too old.
Maybe Oscar Robertson.
But to the line will go Yarbrough, and he'll be shooting 2, but he's got 17 points to make up with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the sad thing is it's a 17-point lead. It's been a really close game.
I know it. It's been unbelievable. And he missed. It's a 1-and-1. He missed it first one. Now they're Bolivar with a rebound. Anderson down the floor. And if we had a failure tonight, it's been rebounds. Big time.
Yeah, now we're going into the man-to-man now.
Now the pass underneath. Anderson goes under and throws up. Just tips it up off of his. I don't think he ever had possession of the basketball. Threw it up on the backboard and went in. So 79-60. There's a wholesale substitution by the Tigers. In comes Zach Wright. In comes Nathan Nesbitt. In comes Duke Sample and J.T. Smith.
Like you said, it's been a really good effort by this team.
They
wore us out over there.
As Sample dribbles down the floor, has it lost in the lane, picked up there by Poplar. Poplar goes down on the inline, throws it back in, and they're going to get another easy 2, except they're going to say he stepped on the inline. So they wave off the basket. 1:27 left, and Tigers work it down the floor. Sample on the right side to right. Down to Nesbitt. Sample driving. Banked it. Nice shot. Duke Sample put on a move there. I'm telling you, both teams have put those kinds of moves on tonight. It's just that we haven't had the prowess from that three-point zone, three-point lane, a distance. It's cost us. 79-62, that's not as close as this game has been. Tigers on a full court pressure. Dribbling across the timeline comes Adlin Cross, probably a brother of the young lady from the girls team. And he gets 2. He gets a jumper. 55 seconds left. Sample. Down to Nesbitt. Sample drives in the paint. Dishes it back outside now to J.T. Smith. Now here's Sample for 3. Off no good. Rebound Smith. And that is J.T. Now to Sample in the lane. Fading. Jumping. Almost hit it. Came off. Bolivar the rebound. 30 seconds remaining. And this one is going to go in the books. As 80-something to 62, and that shot right there is up and good by Pirtle. 14 seconds left. Smith has it now to Sample. Loose ball in the lane, and Bolivar gets up with it. 5 seconds. Are they going to get another shot off? And I don't think they are even going to try. Clock expires. The game comes to an end. 83-62, the final score. Bolivar wins 2 here tonight, and it's kind of redundant, but that kind of a layoff for that long has got to show up somewhere, and it came early. Yeah, when we return.
Yeah, I think of course our boys got to play on a weekend, but I think you can see kind of the layoff where Bolivar really quick. They get after you, stay after you. I mean, you could tell there about midway through the fourth quarter, we just kind of lost our legs and we made our substitutions. But great effort by this team. I mean, this is a team that really took it to us over at their place a few weeks ago. So you can see the improvement of coming back. Now the score, was lopsided there at the end, but really not indicative of the game itself. 3.5 quarters.
Okay, well, let's go down the score. We didn't get a chance to go over the girls' scoring tonight. I want to make sure we recognize these young ladies for Hardin County tonight. The leading scorer in the opening game tonight, if I can get that screen up. Leading scorer was Haley Hallett with 18, followed by Reese Harville with 9. Haley Hardin had 5. Faith Ann Shelby had 5. Sarah Strickland had 3, and Ashton Davis had 2. So that was the scoring for the Lady Tigers. For the Tigers in the second game tonight, we'll go ahead and give you Bolivar's scores as well as the Tigers fall 83-62. Stewart and Travian Stewart had 21. Camper, or rather Robert Pirtle had 12. Jamarian Anderson had 14. Jamarian Pirtle had 11. And Jaquarius Poplar had 8. For the Tigers tonight, leading scorer is Wheeler Wilkes with 18, followed closely by Caleb McGee with 16. Marlon Yarbrough had 14. Tylen Irvin had 10. You got 5 players in double figures there, and you still lose.
Yeah.
That shows you the level of competition you had. Carter Smith had 2, and Duke Sample had 2. And I think I got everybody in. If I left anyone out, I am so sorry. But a good, solid effort. Some just really outstanding both offensive and defensive play exhibited by the Tigers tonight. They were just up against a stacked deck.
Well, like we said, the 3-point shot for Bolivar, I mean, they were knocking them down left and right. I'd say probably at least, 50, 60% maybe from 3-point land. course, you had one kid that had 6 or 7 of his own.
10, 11.
So,
12 three-pointers.
12 three-pointers tonight, and you had one kid that had half of them. So, hats off to them. They shot the ball well, and we played well. It's just that they defensively, they didn't want Martin bringing the ball down. They made it hard on him to get the ball, so that kind of threw us off a little bit on our offensive side, trying to really work the ball to him, much like the first game where they really didn't want Haley to have the ball, and they really doubled her up and made her work really hard too. But, this is a different game tonight than the first game we played. And my hat's off to Coach Carpenter, his staff, and the team. And to say this was a different starting lineup than normal.
Right.
We've gone through some injuries. We've lost a couple of players, and you're midway through your season or over midway through your season, and you're still trying to find that 5 or 6 or 7 to go into the district.
Well, I'll say this: if we play like we did tonight against our normal competition.
Yeah.
And they're not shooting lights out and unconscious, we're going to beat a lot of teams.
Oh, yeah.
The expertise is there. The effort was there. And, it's just, and I think Coach Burnham said something tonight that I hadn't thought about, but this is the first time in a long time, and I can remember we lost 2 games in McCaleb.
Well, I know it's been a long time since the ladies have lost here. Going back to your point about this team, we're not probably going to face anybody that has speed like they have and have 4 or 5 that can shoot the basketball. They're not a big team. They're small. They're quick. But also, we're not going to have a team that probably can keep Marlin away from the basketball like they could tonight.
Well, you don't have to be big if you have radar.
Hey, you don't have to get rebounds if it goes through that net, do you? So
that'll just about do it for us tonight. Night after tomorrow night, we'll be going down to Kossuth, so be sure to join us for that broadcast. The final score of the Lady Tigers tonight, they lost 49-42, and the gentlemen lost 83-62 in the nightcap. Not a great night, but there are more nights coming down the road. Trust me, folks. So that'll about wrap it up for us here in Makeda Willis Gymnasium. So for Steve Carnell and my good friend Steve Smith, this is Bill Sharp saying good night, Tiger fans.